Are the Golden State Warriors on the verge of a major trade? Rumors are swirling about a star player wanting out of Miami, and the Warriors might just be the perfect landing spot. But hold on. What would it take to bring this superstar to the Bay Area? Stick around to find out how this could impact our roster and the future of our young talent. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video to stay in the loop with all the latest Warriors news. The Golden State Warriors are in a fascinating position as they navigate the trade market. Particularly with the recent buzz surrounding Jimmy Butler. We all know Butler is a superstar, but the price tag to land him seems steep, and it raises some serious questions about the direction this team should take. Reports indicate that the Miami Heat are looking for Jonathan Kuminga as the centerpiece in any trade package for Butler. Now, Kuminga is seen as a future star, someone who can light up the court and has already shown flashes of brilliance this season. So, the question is, are we really willing to part ways with a young talent like Kuminga for a 35-year-old forward who might be on the decline? I have to say, this is a tough call. On one hand, Butler's experience and skill set could elevate the Warriors' chances in the playoffs, but on the other hand, giving up Kuminga feels like a step back. He's been getting significant minutes under Steve Kerr, which shows the coaching staff's belief in his potential. It's clear that the Warriors see him as a vital piece of their future. But you can't ignore the allure of Butler, especially with his ability to change a game. I find myself divided on this issue. Interestingly, there's also talk of the Warriors considering Nikola Vucevic from the Chicago Bulls, and, honestly, that makes a lot of sense. The Warriors have struggled for years at the center position, and Vucevic could fill that gap immediately. He's been playing at an all-star level this season, averaging over 20 points and 10 rebounds per game while shooting nearly 45% from three. He's the kind of player who could complement Stephen Curry perfectly, giving him that stretch center he's never really had. The dynamics of trading for Vucevic seem much more favorable. He's a proven player who can contribute right away, without the hefty price tag that Butler comes with. The Warriors have a wealth of tradable assets, including young talent and draft picks, but it's critical to be strategic about how we use those resources. Given the current state of the team, it seems more logical to pursue Vucevic rather than gamble on an aging star like Butler. I can't help but feel that this decision could be pivotal for the Warriors' future. If they choose to keep Kuminga and focus on acquiring Vucevic, they not only retain a promising young player, but also address a significant need in their lineup. It's all about balancing the present and the future, and I believe this front office has a tough but crucial decision ahead. What do you all think? Is going after Butler worth it if it means losing Kuminga, or do we stick with the younger core and make a move for Vucevic? I want to hear your thoughts. This is a critical moment for the Warriors, and every fan has a stake in this discussion. The Golden State Warriors are making headlines as they explore potential trades, and one name that's buzzing around is Nikola Vucevic. Reports indicate that the Warriors are showing a marked interest in acquiring Vucevic, particularly as they look to bolster their roster with a true center, a role that's been somewhat elusive for them throughout Stephen Curry's career. The Athletic's Anthony Slater, Marcus Thompson, and Sam Amick have shed light on this developing situation, suggesting that Vucevic has emerged as a favored target over other big names, like Jimmy Butler. Now let's break this down. The proposed trade would see the Bulls receiving Gary Payton II, Kyle Anderson, Lindy Waters III, and a couple of second-round picks in 2030 and 2032. In exchange, the Warriors would bring Vucevic into the fold. This trade not only makes financial sense for the Warriors, but it also positions them to save nearly $11 million against the salary cap in 2025-26. That's a significant advantage, especially as they navigate the complexities of their roster and look to maintain flexibility for the future. Vucevic is having a stellar season, averaging 20.4 points, 10.1 rebounds, and 3.3 assists, while shooting a remarkable 55.8% from the field and 43.6% from three-point range. Despite his impressive individual performance, the Bulls find themselves struggling, currently sitting at the 10th spot in the Eastern Conference. This raises questions about how much longer they can hold on to a player of Vucevic's caliber if they're not contending for a playoff spot. However, let's not overlook the broader implications here. The Warriors' front office seems to favor long-term flexibility over a quick fix, especially with Curry, Draymond Green, and Steve Kerr aging. While bringing in Vucevic could provide immediate impact, the decision-makers may be wary of sacrificing future assets for a player who, while productive, doesn't carry the same championship pedigree as Butler. It's a delicate balancing act between wanting to remain competitive now and preserving the chance to reload for the future. So, where does that leave us as fans? We're caught in this whirlwind of emotions, weighing the potential benefits of adding Vucevic against the risks of losing out on future opportunities. The question that lingers is whether this trade really gets us closer to another championship run, or if it's merely a stopgap solution. Do we believe that Vucevic is the missing piece, or are we just setting ourselves up for another cycle of mediocrity? I, for one, am genuinely torn. And what about the emotional investment we have in this team? Every trade rumor sends us into a frenzy, hoping for that spark that could ignite a championship run. We've seen the highs of dynasties and the lows of rebuilding, and it's hard not to feel anxious about the direction the Warriors are heading. Will they make the right moves to keep the championship window open, or are we witnessing the beginning of the end for this core group? I want to hear from you. What do you think about the potential trade for Vucevic? Is this the right path forward, or should the Warriors hold out for something bigger? Your thoughts are just as important as mine, so please dive into the comments below and let's get this conversation going. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates on the Warriors. And be sure to activate the notification bell so you won't miss a single piece of breaking news. Let's stay connected and keep the discussions alive as we navigate through what could be a pivotal moment in our franchise's history.